Mortal Kombat! It has begun. A new era has begun. And we're ready for it. So let's jump right into the new Mortal Kombat 1 trailer. We get opening narration from Fire God Liu Kang. And for those who don't know, the result of the last game is that Fire God Liu Kang, using Kronika's hourglass, resets the timeline. So hence why we have a reboot of Mortal Kombat both out of story and in story too. At first, seeing as though this is supposed to be a new timeline, I thought this was the Great Kung Lao. But I've seen a couple people think that this could well indeed be human Raiden. Well, with the blue top and the bamboo hat, of course. Naturally, this can't be the Great Kung Lao and later down this timeline because here is Kung Lao as we know it with the classic look. And I liked the little visual of him not wearing his razor hat instead of just a regular hat. And his iconic vest looks so cool. I always loved the little dragon design, and it just, even though it looks the same in almost every iteration, it's just such a great look. It probably doesn't help that Kung Lao is also one of my favorite characters in all of MK. Let's just talk about the visuals here, because oh my gosh, when I first saw the thumbnail and the whole entire video myself, it's just so incredible how much video game visuals have progressed over the years. Like MK11 still looks so good, but this looks so vastly different and more phenomenal than ever. Like this looks like a fan did it using Unreal Engine, but this is the actual Mortal Kombat people that made this. This is just super great, and bravo and applause to all the people who worked on this game. Visuals are just extraordinary. Definitely 5K quality right here. We get our new look at Kitana, who still looks beautiful as always. Plus it doesn't help that she's not only one of my favorite female MK characters, but also blue is my favorite color, so there's that too. We get some shots of what could be Edenia or Outworld, but since we are in a new timeline with Fire God Liu Kang making everything, this could very much be in fact Edenia. But if it's Outworld, it's probably a way better Outworld than the ruthless version that we know from the previous timeline, if Kitana is ruler of this timeline's Outworld. And then we see that she's being accompanied by Melina, who looks pretty cool too, even though we barely see small glimpses of both of their new designs. They still look amazing and really, really cool. Speaking of cool and amazing, Fire and Ice. Sub-Zero and Scorpion's new designs are just so amazing. They always top themselves with these designs for the staple characters of the series. I love all the little details, the masks that look like straight from MK11, their little man buns, and I like how their outfits look so elaborate and complex, but they're also so simple and unique. It's just such great work from the character designers. And I will admit, seeing armor on these two are always pretty cool, but cloth designs, the more basic cloth designs is just as amazing and dope. This game looks so sick, especially with these two. The fact that we're also seeing textures as if they're pictures is just so incredible. And then we see a descending Fire God Liu Kang doing a T-pose in front of possibly Raiden and Kung Lao. And we also get a new look at, his new look. And I've got to say, I love how they keep the design of his pants being the red and blue. He got his sash back, and his headband is a lot more Raiden inspired. And of course, he has the white jacket as well. Looks super great. Just look at these three together. Oh my fire god, it looks so dope. And speaking of, we see that whenever Liu Kang activates his powers, he gets his glowy eyes and tattoos back as well. I like how they keep the aesthetics of both Liu Kang and Raiden within his new Fire God form. And the outfit is just so great and cool. It's so dope. And throughout the trailer, we've been seeing glimpses of a new threat coming in the form of some eclipse thing. But now that we see this giant fire portal, we can clearly see who is our main villain. And we should have known all along that it would be Shang Tsung, who almost looks like he's straight out of MK11 with the armor and leathery outfit. And just his classic look is always so good. It is important to note that he's not old here, so he's already powered up. And it begs the question that if this is Fire God Liu Kang's creation, did he intentionally bring Shang Tsung because Shang Tsung is an absolute in every timeline? Or is this Shang Tsung from some other warp dimension? Who knows? We'll just have to see when the next trailer comes out. But I've got to say, man, right as Shang Tsung showed up, He completely destroys everyone that we've seen in this trailer and completely messes up the timeline, making me think every time that Fire God Liu Kang creates a new universe and Shang Tsung comes in to wreck everyone, Liu Kang just creates a new timeline and the Shang Tsung keeps hopping and ruining all of his fun and peaceful timelines. But man, why do they always gotta do Kung Lao like this? They always gotta bring Kung Lao back and then kill him in some way. And man... And poor Kung Lao, he gets his soul sucked again. But not to worry, Shang Tsung's not getting away with this time, because Fire God Liu Kang is upset and gonna teach him a lesson using his new fatality, which looks so incredibly cool. It's so awesome that not only did they bring back the blue and red fire, but now that they're dragons and they're a part of the fatality too, it's so incredibly cool. I don't know if I'm the only one that's late to notice, but I like to believe that the blue color is meant to represent Raiden and of course the red, Liu Kang. But I'd also like to think that the blue and orangey reddish color of his classic fire can also be representative of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Since although Liu Kang is the main OG protagonist of Mortal Kombat, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the staples to the series too. And with the fatality done, the trailer is also coming to an end too. And we get a new look at Fire God Liu Kang and his elder godly drip. And we also get a look at the new logo as well, which is very interesting to me how it's not a complete circle, but a nearly completed circle. Like the tail actually goes all around. But since it's Liu Kang that's making the universe, one could say that he also decided to change the logo too, which is also funny because now that it's not a complete circle, it almost looks like a scorpion tail. But yeah, no, it's still pretty cool. The logos look great, well, with the blue and the fire. It's just incredible stuff. And then we get the title, Mortal Kombat 1, which I know before with 2011, it made it confusing whether or not you call that one MK1, even though MK1 is MK1. But then with MKX, it made 2011 MK9. But then now with this one, which is MK12, but it's being called MK1, now you have to call this MK1 2023, and then MK1, what? All this Mortal Kombat timeline shenanigans. But yeah, overall, really cool idea for the name since this is another reboot, both out of story and in story. So it just makes sense that instead of calling it 12, they call it 1. But it's also kind of funny that they use the same number 1 from the MK11 title too. The tagline is pretty cool too. I remember it with MKX, it was who's next, and then MK11 was you're next. And then now in this one, it's in our blood, which is pretty cool, which kind of makes it seem like, are we going to see a generational story, or is it just more the sense of like, anytime anyone hears Mortal Kombat, they get pumped? But yeah, it's also nice that we get an official release date in September, which is like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be here within a short time. Can't wait to see it, and I'm so glad that it's not that far off from being released. And then with MKX, the DLC was Goro, MK11 was Shao Kahn, and now this one, of course, Shang Tsung. And it also comes with the beta access too, which is nice. And I can't believe already pre-orders start tomorrow. And naturally, of course, because of the graphical upgrade, this will only be in the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox consoles. But with that wraps up the trailer. The very first trailer of the very first Mortal Kombat story in this brand new timeline. There's so much to speculate and hope for in this new MK storyline. Well, with all the grand possibilities that Aftermath leaves and all the hopes and desires that everyone has. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big Injustice fan as well. But I'm so glad we got MK12 next after MK11 finished its run cycle. This trailer has me so blown away, and it's just so incredible. It's so surreal. Like, even though we all just saw this, I still can't believe that MK12 is out and about now. And I've just got to say, I want to thank everyone who's gotten me into the MK series, especially all the MK YouTubers. Shoutouts to two of my favorite MK YouTubers, The Fourth Snake and Sonic High XD. But for now, we'll just have to wait until next time to see what the NetherRealm crew has in store for us, and what surprises Ed Boon has in store for us all. But with that, this video now comes to an end too. And I've got to say, I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories and speculations down in the comment section below. And if you like, you can also drop a like on this video, Consider subscribing to the channel and check out some of my other stuff both here and on my Instagram page using the link below too. All your support is very appreciated. But with that, I'll catch you all in the next video, and especially the next MK related video too. But for now, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. I also hope they add something to the MK mobile game because I'm addicted to that game too.